Welcome back to another episode of Hermitcraft Season 6, and I guess I'll hit record because I came over here to throw down some sand as markers for my plans for this area right here. That is the shopping district. Yes, there is some new things going on next to our shop that we'll look at in a moment, and that makes this district the pirate district. And I have had this vision in my mind for some time to take what Iskall did over here and extend it to the opposite side. He's actually got a Pirate Cove shop over there, and he's made these really cool little islands and gone about replacing the dirt and the clay and the gravel that looks kind of ugly over here, replacing it with sand and making this shallow area look far more interesting with seagrass and sand than these materials. I kind of want to transform this transition between the two areas. So I've gone ahead and reserved this little space with some sand block markers because I've noticed that hermits are starting to move into this area and do some projects. And so for the Pirate Island area, I've suggested that we build little pirate towns and forts and sort of different factions that could possibly be warring at each other, and some people are starting to come in here and build. These spruce logs are also me. I'm thinking once we get to the hill, the beach that I want to build down the front here is going to disappear into the landscape, and on it I want to start building some sort of fort of my own. So if we travel over in this direction, we will be able to see Cleo's area, which is that tower over there. She's the first person to settle down in this district, and she built the giant ship that is absolutely amazing with the rainbow coloured sails, then extended out this little village, which I think actually has like a proper name for a pirate village, and then Wellesley's come over here and built this interesting facade over at the front of the water. And then we've got False off in the distance behind also doing some building. So people are moving in, things are happening, and I want to get involved before it's too late. My plan was actually to start a different one of the projects on my list, but it felt like this was the next area that was going to start to really develop. Oh yeah, and then of course you got the volcano and Scar's pirate shipwreck thing here. There's already a lot of piratey stuff in this area, and I want to continue with it. Before we start any of this though, let's just go and check out what Scar has been up to here, because I feel like my shop has been transformed by his creation next door. This is the Hermitcraft Airport. I knew he was going to build it. It's a great place to have it to bring us directly into the heart of the trading of the server, but look at this, it's incredible. So we've got a runway, we've got hangars and an air traffic control tower, and then some gorgeous terrain with the coarse dirt and brown concrete powder. And what I love is that it's actually like dripping over the cliffs on the other side. It really kind of engulfs this area. And best of all, I feel like it adds so much to our building now. It's nestled right next to an airfield, and it's looking fantastic. Anyway, let's try not to get distracted here. Let's get back to the project at hand. We want to turn this area into a beach, and what better way to do that than with a speedy up bit here as I take some time to chop down all of the trees first of all, and then that means we can transform the grass underneath into sand. You might notice on the right hand side of the screen there are some white concrete blocks, and those are actually for the Hermitcraft rail network. So the line is going to run through the pirate area from the shopping district. There is going to be a station there, and we are in eyesight of the main hub as well. This whole area is so glorious looking, and I really want to add to that today with the beach that we're going to build here. Before we start tearing up the grass to do that, I actually want to focus on the water between the two areas. There is dirt and clay underneath it, and we need to tear all of that out and replace it with sand. And indeed, at first I started tearing out the dirt, but then I realized I could just save myself some time and put the sand directly on top of it. Now when we keep everything sand, it's okay, but I think the occasional little bit of something else, like a little bit of gravel here and there, is actually okay. So we're going to mix in gravel, but where we have large patches like this, we're actually going to tear the most of them off. Now if you're paying close attention to the screen, you might notice some funkiness with the water. I'm using Optifine, and one of the newer versions of Optifine introduced this thing where the colour tone of the water just keeps changing, and the little animation on it disappears as well. And that really sucks, especially when you're working in the water, because I wanted to try and figure out what I made of this little bit down here. Does it look slightly different? Maybe not because of YouTube video compression, but there is actually sandstone at the bottom. And down here it looks pretty cool, right? These are actually slabs to save me some materials as well. I think when there is a big bulk of it like this, it kind of loses its effect. So my thinking is that where we have the very bottom of the floor, where it's at its lowest, we'll come in here, we'll rip out a little bit of sand, and we'll throw in the occasional slabs as well. Well, this is funny. Camera account blues going on here. Yeah, I'm going to have to turn Optifine off if I want to have a look at this place. Whoa! Okay, that's really weird, that one. Huh. Well, that's much, much better. And I wanted to just record from the sky whilst throwing in some of this seagrass, because this is what I felt brought it to life over on Iskal's area. Might be a good idea to shear some of this stuff as well and put in a few odd bits on their own, as these patches are kind of big. They're kind of big, and I think maybe, yeah, I should definitely punch a couple away each time I make one of these. To see what we've been up to, I'm going to need a good vantage point, and it just so happens Scar has built one. This tower has come in very useful for looking over this area and seeing what I've done. And I'm going to outline the areas I filled in with sand with the edge of my crosshairs. So we've kind of done this big section. There's also a couple of little sprinkles of gravel and sandstone down there as well. And now I'm just thinking about how much do I actually want to do this. Do I want to fill in this area over here? Is that even really a part of the theme that we got going on here? Because remember, this is Pirate Island and Iskall has the pirate shop here. So it really suits this bay. And what we're also going to do is actually extend it all the way around the side down to there somewhere, because all of that's part of the pirate area as well. But as for this bit, I think we're just going to leave it alone. It's a lot of work, and I don't think it's the best of ideas. So I need to get packed up now, as I have other activities to attend to on the server, which is why I've got so much of this andesite and granite over here. I'll be showing you that later on in this episode. As of right now, though, I've actually got something to show you from when I was recording earlier on the server, and I'll admit this was pretty embarrassing, peeps. You know, derps ahead. My friends, we are back in this area once again. I've got more crafting to do. Look at all the dried kelp we got stashed up over here. Well, this got me thinking. I know you like your updates. Let's go and check out the statistics. So what is it? Items, then it's times crafted, and look at that. We have a whooping 194,000 crafts. That number is... what? Hello?
I am Death.
Oh, God. Hi, your name's...
Hello.
Your name's Zedaf, not Death.
No, it's Death. It's Death, you're wrong.
Goodness me, hi. Can you...
I think the fear is making you confused.
Yeah, I'm feeling a lot of fear. I'm trembling slightly. Can you stay away from me?
Well,
Possibly?
alright, I'll stand over here if I have to, but I've got a little challenge for you.
Death has a challenge for me.
Yes, he does.
Okay. Is that challenge staying alive?
Weirdly not, unless you're talking about the dance, in which case, go ahead. The song.
I will attempt to... stay in it. Okay, no. That was terrible.
You're just embarrassing yourself.
I am. And in the presence of death, I am embarrassing myself.
Exactly. Okay, your time will begin as soon as I reveal what the challenge is. Are you ready?
I definitely am not, but okay.
Okay. Get to 0 health as quickly as you can. Go!
Rockets! Rockets are in chest. Okay. Items on the ground. Except Elytra, because Elytra I need to fly. Okay, I'm definitely losing. No one will ever be this slow. Please! Fly! I didn't put the Elytra on! I'm making a complete fool of myself. I'm making a complete fool of myself.
And he did it. Congratulations, you're mine.
Oh dear. Death, could you
That was
do me a
quite
favour,
slow.
please? Could
would
you
you
put
like?
my Elytra back in the chest?
Yeah, sure. No probs.
Thank you, Death. Thank you. I hope I never meet you again.
That's fine. Evil Azuma says hi, by the way.
I know. He hangs out with you a lot. He keeps talking about it.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks for doing the challenge, but I've got to head back now. It's,
Yeah,
got things to do, laundry.
Gotta do your deathly things. I understand. Jeez. Okay.
Cool. Thanks for playing.
Bye-bye, Death.
Bye.
Even death has to do laundry, my friends, and once again, from our vantage point, we can check out the progress down here. Man, that is looking wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. I'm loving this. But, of course, it needs more details. You know that they're coming, right? We're going to build some palm trees at some point. I've just tried to get down the basics of the beach, and so far I managed to do that. As we land down here, you'll see that there is some smooth and some rough sandstone blocks, as well as some little piles of blocks as well to break up the flatness of the beach. But along the way, I kind of ran out of materials to do this, so the rest of this area here is just straight up sand, as I have been getting through a lot of shulker boxes of sand over here, filling them up with dirt and other things as well. Now, I could just craft the sand into sandstone, but I am actually starting to diminish my overall sand supply, so I figured we'll take a trip out to the desert and mine some sandstone, fill up a chest, and then we can use that over here and save on our sand. So as you can see, it goes around the corner, and up here you'll notice that I filled in the sand on the shore here, and it goes quite a ways up there, and the beach itself is actually going to end up there. So what I was going to say is that I didn't really want to do too much more because it was too much to do, but now that I look at it, the beach actually ends like just here, I think. Yeah, I decided it was going to end here where this big landmass comes across. And now that I've taken out the trees, we can actually see that it's quite a large space. I think we'll save that one for another day because I want to end up with a finished product and not spend too much time doing the big grind of making the beach. So let's head over to the mesa area, see how that place looks, because of course the desert there has been getting decimated, and we'll get some sandstone. Yep, there is some serious destruction afoot here. This place is getting ruined, and I'm looking for a spot for sandstone. I think I spotted it straight away. Where this hill is here, we can see there's a lot of sandstone, and as I dig into it, look at that. And that's what you want. You don't want stone everywhere that you have to sort of avoid mining. Oh wow, this is just perfect. Right, we're going to get this sandstone in no time. So I've filled up 2 shulker boxes with sandstone, and it looks like someone else has actually discovered this area as well, as there is a big old cave over here. If you're looking for this yourself in the desert, this is Desert Hills. It's the biome itself. It generates tons and tons of sandstone that is very easy to mine. So back to the beach, and as you can see, I have finished putting in all the little details and extra blocks around here. It is far from finished though, and I am taking a cue from Iskall here. This is how I learned to do stuff in Minecraft, you know. I learn from other builders, and of course, we have a beautiful community here full of fantastic builders. And Iskall's palm trees right here are just perfect. We will get to building those soon. But one thing that I took note of over here is that he included the occasional bit of stone as well, which I think is a really good idea to break up the sand. So we need to go over there and do that before we're ready to build any palm trees. And also in the water as well, putting these around the edge I actually think makes a big deal. So we're going to put that along the surface shoreline of the beach. And then, because I got lots of plans, look at this little bridge right here. Now, when it comes to making bridges with like a small amount of blocks, I always find it hard to make something that looks good. But I think the trick here is to not try and make everything look even and neat. And then just with a few things like trapdoors and different heights at the end here, it all kind of comes to life. So I think what we should do is create a custom island just over here. We can have a bridge from this one to that one, and then another bridge going all the way across from there to there. And then it links everything together. One of the ideas I really like is being able to walk everywhere on the server. However, there isn't a bridge from like here to over there, so maybe we'll do something for that as well. Sandstone stepping stones? No, although I did kind of overdo this. No, I don't think that's very nice. Sometimes you've just got to kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. Yeah, lily pads. And they look pretty cool in this area as well. And now you can just waltz almost straight across. Let's put one more there. There we go. So the Pirate Beach project is coming along well. I have done more over there, but I figured we should actually take a break from that project. It's good to get around the server, and it's good to know that people are busting their way into our pranked kelp shop, because we have made more sales in here. So we're going to do a quick checkup on all of our shops. But check this out. 86 diamonds. This one, my friends, is a money maker. I am surprised that these things keep on selling. I am going to have to craft some more. I believe I've got a stack of scoots lying around somewhere, so I'll be able to do that at some point. We got some diamonds over here. Very good. And we also have 3 conduits for sale, and no one has brought any of them. Usually these fly off the shelf. And there is no shortage of diamonds from the wall shop. 30 in total. And I'll admit it, even when I walk over to my own shop, sometimes I click on the door to open it. Also, a door has gone missing there. And this has popped up, so when we recorded with Doc last episode, you would have seen this beautiful garden here. And now there is a skyscraper in the corner looking absolutely glorious. This area is wonderful. I love how the server evolves over time. That is a picture right there. The diamonds are starting to flow over here as well. I need to advertise the shop a little bit more. I'm going to count these diamonds in the overall ones that I make for the season, but I'm going to actually leave them somewhere inside of the shop for Doc to collect at another time, or we'll deliver it to him. I don't know. But anyway, the shop is getting some use. There is an anvil down here that I didn't place, and it's kind of at the end of a row that hasn't been used unless someone forgot to press the button. Possibly. Yeah, it looks like actually these have been used. Okay. And what about these ones? Those haven't. That makes a lot of sense now. But down the bottom here, look, these ones are getting used and the buttons are being pressed, which is fantastic. And one of the things that I forgot to do is remove this. So we've got a staff area sign. It's no longer a staff area. In fact, I should probably set up a sign saying more furnaces up here or something. Yes, more furnaces on the 2nd floor. And up here, this floor is now properly finished. I forgot to do something very important, which is to put down all of these buttons. So all of those have been placed, and a few other little unfinished areas are tidied up, which is fantastic. This 2nd floor is now good to go. And of course we have our staff areas. I feel like maybe up the top here is where we'll build an office, and we'll keep hold of those profits for Doc. Yep, this space right here will be turned into a glorious office. I just feel like the space, the size, the shape of this room can be turned into something wonderful. And over here I've deposited the 6 diamonds. That and all of these diamonds, plus the ones we made previously on the server, brings us up to a total of 770 diamonds. That, my friends, is officially bonkers. So I made some anvils, and they fit nicely into this space. Especially down below. They look terrific down here. And I've done a little bit of a double derp, so to speak. I came over here and I figured, well, why don't I just press these buttons myself? And no, they don't derp. And also, in the last episode we learned, instead of using 20 stacks of cactus over here, we actually only need to use 5. Although, as many of you pointed out, it is technically 4. But I'm just going to stick to 5, because then it means I put in exactly 16 kelp into here. And that's just nice and easy to work with. So the problem seems to be a lack of note blocks for whatever reason. When I was building down here, I just completely missed this. This is different. Hang on. This is supposed to be a prank. There's like a new tower here. It says something. F-I-L-M. Film. This is definitely a Mumbo thing, right? Because he's got his filming channel. Welcome to Mumbo Studios. I knew it. Look at this. Oh, wow. That's cool. Super expensive camera. Please don't touch. I will leave it alone then. What is the deal? Please read. Welcome to Mumbo Studios, the only and therefore best by default production company in all of Hermitcraft. For the small price of 64 diamonds, we will work with you to produce a film advert commercial for your store. Yes. Yes, Mumbo, that is a great idea. I am sold. I am sold right now. Okay, I have a fantastic idea, and I have left some instructions in this book, and you only need to pay half of the diamonds up front. So our business here is concluded, and I am super excited for this. What a fantastic idea. By the way, this episode is the last time we put something into this chest for the competition, which Cubfan is most likely going to win. And I've already put it in here. It is a shulker box full of rockets. That is rocking. That was a terrible pun. But that's still a fantastic prize. So back to the pirate shores, and let me show you what I've been up to. I built a couple of bridges of my own. They're pretty much the same ones that Iskall made. but I've used some darker shades of wood, and I put in a couple of these palm trees as well. They're very quick and nice to put up, so we'll definitely be able to put up a few in this area. But I have an idea. I'm going to bring my own idea to this project, because basically so far we've looked over at this and recreated it on the opposite side, right? What about some cocoa beans hanging off of the... Oh, I can't place them on strip logs. Ah. Oh, I thought some cocoa beans hanging off the tree would look wonderful. Well, okay, that idea's done. Now, we can place cocoa beans on regular jungle wood, right? Let's put them on this side. Let's grow them up. Oh, that's so good. They're so good! That's the way forward right there, isn't it? It's wonderful looking. I think I built the top of it wrong. There needs to be a bit more bushiness up there. I also built one like this, and I accidentally stripped it as I was going along out of habit. This material ain't so bad as well, but check this out. If it's jungle strip logs, you can put these things on it as well. Now, I'm not so keen on this one. I was just surprised as to how pleasant it looked. So, my friends, now what I need you to do is to help me. Head down to the comment section below and give me some feedback on this right here. I know these trees are a little too clustered together. I kind of thought that that might be a good thing, and then I went ahead and I built all of these. So from over here, they kind of look alright. They do mesh in with the background a little, but the background is going to change. Believe me, we're going to do some building over there in the future. Now, I love these trees. I think I just put too many of them too close together. I don't know. Let me know what you think with a comment down below. And here's where we're going to wrap things up. If you have enjoyed today's episode, then leave a like. As always, thank you ever so much for your support. I appreciate it. And I will see you soon with another episode of Hermitcraft. Bye-bye.